stop before you keep scrolling. I need you to hear something most people will dismiss, something most people will call hype, and something that in 3 years, those same people will wish someone had told them earlier. The AI era isn't coming. It's already here. And the people who understand what that actually means are quietly separating themselves from everyone else right now while you watch, while you scroll, while you wait. This video is not about technology. This is about your life, your next 5 years, your next decade, and whether you're going to be the person who looked back and said, I saw it coming, or the person who said it, but I had no idea. Don't move. Don't skip. This might be the most important thing you watch this year, and nobody is coming to fix it for you. When was the last time you felt genuinely ahead? Not just keeping up, actually ahead. Most people can't answer that because most people have been running on a treadmill their whole life, working hard, paying bills, trying to stay relevant, and every year the treadmill gets a little faster, a little more expensive, a little more exhausting. And now something just changed the speed of that treadmill permanently, not gradually, not slowly, all at once, and most people didn't even feel it happen. That's the scariest part. The biggest shifts in history don't announce themselves. They don't send a warning. They don't wait for you to be ready. They just happen. And then one day you look around and everything is different, and you either moved with it or you got left behind wondering what happened. We are in that moment right now, this exact moment. And what you do with the next 12 months will determine which side of that line you end up on. Here's what nobody is saying clearly enough. This is not a tech upgrade. This is not a new app. This is not a faster computer. What is happening right now is the most significant shift in human capability since the Industrial Revolution. Maybe bigger, maybe faster, definitely more personal, because the Industrial Revolution replaced your muscles. This replaces your thinking, every skill you spent years building. Every advantage you thought you had, every job that required specialized knowledge, is now being challenged by a tool that learns everything in seconds. That's not doom. That's not fear-mongering. That's the reality of where we are. And the people who accept that reality first are the ones who win, not the smartest people. Not the richest people, the people who see it clearly and move accordingly. The future doesn't belong to workers. It belongs to builders. Here's what's already happening. Right now, in the real world, not in theory, not in the future, today, one person with AI tools is doing the work of entire departments. Design, gone coding teams, gone marketing departments, shrinking service floors, emptying, and most people still think it's optional. This isn't a prediction. This is Monday morning in thousands of companies right now. And the people inside those companies who learned to use these tools got promoted, got raises, started their own thing. The people who ignored it are updating their resumes. The gap between those two groups is not talent, it's not connections, it's not luck. It's one decision, to learn or not to learn, to move or not to move. That simple, that brutal, let that sink in, and that gap never closes. Right now, some people are building their future. Others are building excuses. Both feel productive. Only one actually is. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They think this is about AI replacing jobs. That's the wrong question. The right question is, who is going to be left standing when the dust settles? Think about every major shift in history. The printing press didn't kill writers. It made the best writers more powerful than ever. The internet didn't kill businesses. It made the best businesses reach the entire world. Every single time, the technology eliminated the average and amplified the exceptional. That pattern is repeating right now, at a speed we have never seen before, and the window to get on the right side of it is not permanently open. Here's something that should stop you cold. The tools available to a 22-year-old today are more powerful than what billion-dollar companies had just 5 years ago. Ride that again. A person in a studio apartment right now with a laptop and the right knowledge has access to capabilities entire corporations couldn't buy in 2019. AI that writes code, AI that designs products, AI that creates content, AI that analyzes data, AI that handles entire workflows. All of it available right now for almost nothing. The gatekeepers are gone. The barriers are gone. The excuses are gone. You're not late. You're just deciding to be. The only thing standing between you and building something real is whether you're willing to learn what already exists. No investor needed. No team needed. No perfect timing needed. Ready never comes. Ready is a feeling. Results are a decision. Now here's the trap, the invisible one. The one specifically designed to catch ambitious people. AI was built to be helpful, supportive, agreeable. And for millions of people, it became the first thing in their life that consistently told them, Good job. You're doing great. This is brilliant. And that felt incredible because for a lot of people, nobody ever said that to them before. Not parents, not teachers, not bosses. And suddenly this machine was endlessly supportive, endlessly encouraging, endlessly patient. And people got addicted to that feeling. They started using AI not to build, but to feel better about not building. They'd share a mediocre idea. AI would call it brilliant. They'd feel validated and go back to watching TV. That's the trap. The real danger isn't AI replacing you. It's AI lying to you so well, you stop growing. Comfortable people in an uncomfortable world fall behind quietly without realizing it's happening until one day they look up and everyone around them has moved on. The fix is simple but brutal. Use AI to build, not to feel good about not building. Stop optimizing for validation. Start optimizing for growth. Everyone wants the version of AI that cheers them on. The ones who win are using the version that makes them better. Those are not the same thing. Let's talk about what actually moving looks like, not in theory. In real life, it means spending 30 minutes today actually using these tools, not reading about them, not watching videos about them, using them, building with them, breaking them, figuring out what they can do. It means finding one problem you understand better than most and asking how AI changes the solution. It means starting before you have a perfect plan, because perfect plans don't exist. They never did. The people who win don't have better plans. They have better execution. They start messy. They fail fast. They adjust faster. And while the planners are still planning, the builders are already learning from their first 10 mistakes right now. Some people are on their 10th mistake. Others haven't made their first move yet. Guess which group wins? There's something else nobody talks about. The loneliness of being early. When you start moving before consensus, people around you won't get it. Friends will think you're wasting time. Family will tell you to be practical. And for a while, you won't have proof that they're wrong. That is the hardest part. Not the learning, not the building, the waiting for results to arrive, while everyone around you is skeptical. But here's what you need to remember in those moments. Every person who ever built something worth building went through exactly that window. The window where it's not yet obvious, where you look slightly delusional, where the results haven't caught up to the vision yet. That window is not a sign you're wrong. That window is proof you're early. And early in a shift this big is everything. Let me tell you about the transistor, not because it's a tech story, because it's a human story. When the transistor was invented, most people didn't notice. Most people didn't care. A handful of people understood what it meant, and they built on top of it. They built chips, then computers, then the internet, then smartphones, then everything you use every single day. And those people didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for consensus. They saw the foundation and they built. That foundation exists right now. More powerful than the transistor, more accessible than anything in history. And most people are standing on it, doing absolutely nothing. The ones who build on it right now will be the ones people talk about in 20 years. The ones who waited will just be users of what someone else created. Both are valid lives, but only one is available to you. Right now, in this window, here's the truth about this moment. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if you're scared. It doesn't care if you're not ready. It moves constantly, relentlessly, without mercy. 3 years from now, people will look back at this exact period and ask one question. What did you do when the window was open? Some people will have answers. They built something. They started something. They took the first uncomfortable step, and then the next, and then the next. Others will have reasons, good reasons, logical reasons, perfectly understandable reasons. But reasons don't build anything. Decisions do. In 3 years, people will ask what you did during this moment. Make sure you have an answer, not a reason, an answer. So here's what I'm asking you to do, not tomorrow. Today, pick one tool, spend 1 hour actually using it. Build something ugly. Write something imperfect, document something that doesn't work yet, because that one ugly, imperfect, broken thing is worth more than every plan you never executed. The gap between where you are now and where you could be in 3 years is not talent. It's not luck. It's not connections. It's bricks laid one at a time, starting today. Send this to someone who needs to hear it right now. Not later. Someone who's still sleeping through the most important shift of their lifetime. Because the people who move today will be the ones others look at in 3 years and call lucky. You'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was this moment. And the decision they made in it, the window is open. It will not stay open. This isn't motivation. This is a deadline.